You can see the benefits, the experience of everybody seems more part of what's going on at the altar and the ambo, the word being spoken and so forth. I think it includes us, everyone, more intimately, if you will, rather than just the feeling that we are there individually. We're here as a community.
That gathering space was something that was quite impressive, I thought. And right in that gathering space, we can talk to our neighbors and say hello and how are things today.
And the dedication ceremony was good. It was beautiful. Again, because when the parish was built, we were both kids, so we never really saw the church dedication at that time because we were just kids. To see the bishop dedicate the altar, that was nice.
In the book of Numbers, God gives instructions to the 12 tribes of Israel when they were in the desert. Whenever they would stop for the night and encamp or whatever, he would instruct them in Numbers 1 and 2 to camp out so that they surrounded the tabernacle. And that wasn't the original idea. They just we were filling light, filling these windows and chose but in retrospect, it's just so fitting because what God told them to do here, we just kind of happen to have these windows representative of those tribes surrounding the tabernacle.
When we get them done, you lay them on a light table and they're all leaded and complete. That's when you really appreciate it. And you looked at them all and everything was exactly the way we wanted them. And that was okay, now they're ready to go in. The windows fit in. These windows were perfect for the location that they went in. And plus with the new design of the church, the way it was set up, it really, everything worked together.
What's important about this whole aspect is that we're bringing out elements and ideas that would be forgotten by generations down the road. Right. Who would know about the scroll if you didn't ask? Yeah. I've been to parishes and I've seen pieces of art, and I only happened to see the original documents that are now gone. And there were these sculptures in the wall and no one knew what they were. I know what they were. It was a sculpture of Moses's going down the river, and these were grass reeds. No one knew about it. So you're creating these memories for people to know where all these pieces came from.
Right, and you know what that reminds me of is something I remember about why the Gospels were written down. Originally, all of the stories of Jesus were told orally from person to person to person. And there was even something considered anathema or there was a resistance against writing it down because there was such a belief in the dynamic gospel being shared. And then at one point, as the apostles started dying, someone said, you know what, we got to write this stuff down. And so the community kind of gathered together to remember the stories and to kind of correct and tweak the stories, and I feel that's what we're doing. Like, I have some memories, you have some memories. I was talking with Linda Palucha, who was there in the beginning, and Father Ray, and kind of like memories can change a little bit, but when you get together and share the memories, just like they did for the gospel, the authenticity of the experience gets home. God's giving grace to me. Like a skilled master builder, I laid a foundation and someone else is building on it. Each builder must choose with care how to build on it. For no one can lay any foundation other than the one that has been laid, the foundation of Jesus Christ.
I wonder sometimes how all of this got accomplished, and people say, well, you were the pastor and so forth. But when you try to do the Lord's work, things get done.
What I've done here, when I go, will continue to blossom and develop. It is not contingent in any way necessary, but if I build carefully, as St. Paul does, things will grow and they'll grow tangentially.
That experience of just being here as long as I have been and just seeing what has happened not only to the parish but to myself, because we all have to grow no matter who or where we are in life. And so I think this was very a wonderful place. And one of the feelings I've had, I was in other parishes, mostly, for 3, 6 years, 10 years was the most in one parish. And you always had the feeling you keep moving on, and in a sense you don't really settle down and this is home. But I think I've been here so long that I do feel that this is home.